track.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Sunday Night Live with Evil Mike and myself. What's up, bro?
Howdy.
Have a pretty good weekend?
Oh yeah. How's your weekend?
Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Can't complain. Relaxed today. Dark Tower yesterday.
Oh, that's amazing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Remove that. See who all's in chat. Tina, of course, babe.
Hi, Tina.
I know you were working late. Just got off. Cooking some dinner right now.
Make
You're
me
working
some
a lot lately. What's up, Las Cruces?
too. Hi, James.
Entropy. What's up, Kevin?
What's up, Kevin?
Joseph.
Hey, Joseph Michaels.
Adventurous Joe. Appreciate y'all for stopping in. Steve.
What's up, Tap Brother Steve?
He's on vacation. Got a big convention this next weekend. Had his first live today ever.
I saw that.
Thanks for popping in, Steve.
Proud of the man. He's making waves.
Dude, he's got like a short box he's taking to the convention. He's one of those guys.
I saw that. Just, my suggestion is get a wagon, a nice cart, skateboard, and put a, attachment on it, something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great advice. What's up, Phil?
What's up, First Phil?
Hey, Phil's been hanging out on the P2 channel a lot. I guess that's his main channel now, huh?
Could be. Maybe he's not using the field tree house.
I know. That's what I said before. I was like, it's an imposter. He was like, what? Brian's got the finalists for the CBCAs are going to be announced on Friday, 7 o'clock Central Time. Check that out.
You excited?
Yeah, I can't wait to see who all gets put on there. I mean, the only one that I really care about, I like the Hangout, because that was a new one that I qualify for.
I'm curious for all of them, but I like to see who actually makes it. And,
I'm really curious because of where I am in I'm in the 5,000 plus. So
you actually qualify for quite a bit where not a lot of people qualified. So you're not, I love you, baby, but I mean, no, your name just went and, just because you qualified,
Yeah. I'm up there with the big boys. I don't really expect to be in it.
You've always been one of my favorites anyways. So.
Well, I appreciate that. Same with you. What's up? See, she's back.
I missed this.
LP. What's going on,
lady?
LP?
I watched her. She was playing some Hogwarts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was playing, and I was trying to figure out if that was on Switch or on another system because it looked pretty clean. If it was on the Switch, I was pretty impressed.
Is that one where it's like first person with the wand?
It's like an open world Harry Potter, and I think you like create your own character. It's story driven. I am a big Harry Potter fan. I still love Harry Potter, so I've been very interested in that game.
Thanks for popping in, Lady Prime. Hopefully, Fanboy is feeling better. The whole family's doing well. Get back to those Saturday streams. 2 Saturdays in a row.
Yeah, I know that hurts, man.
It does.
Yeah, I worked this Saturday, but still, I was ready. I was like checking and checking, and I was like, no. My heart broke a little bit. I was like, no.
We got Christina Payne. Spread the love.
What's up, Christina?
Thanks for popping in, Christina. Appreciate you. Neil. What's going on, Neil?
What's up,
Part
Neil?
of that Saturday morning stretch crew. Thanks for popping in, Neil. Frog. What's going on, Frog Brawler?
What's up, Frog Brawler?
Man, have you seen his latest video?
I don't think so.
It's him painting a wall, and he's like, "This is how you paint," and he's just like up and down, up and down. It's fucking
Wow.
hilarious. Yeah, it's
Watch him
pretty
paint
good.
dry and
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's pretty hilarious. I like your humor, Frog. We got Bud Files. What's going on, Bud? Oh yeah, and I do need to. On that video, he has his email address in case you want a Frog Brawler sticker. He actually
ooh,
got some. So
I need that.
get in contact with him. He got his email on there.
It's good to know.
Bud
What's up,
Files.
Buff
What's going
Files?
on, Bud?
I am a sticker person. I love stickers.
Sticker people.
I love stickers, man. Not just. I mean, I love our stickers for many other reasons. I value our sticker. You know, it's us. But no, I just love stickers. You know, like
Hell yeah. Wellbore. What's going on, Wellbore?
what's up, boy?
Hope you're doing good. I know you're getting off of vacation. Had vacation this last week. Hope it was well. You and the family hanging out. Thank you, Christina. We got Meatwad. What's going on, Meatwad?
What's up, me one?
Meat was talking about the new Naruto TMNT comic coming out this next month. Can't wait for that. Definitely gonna have to see how many covers there are, and possibly, I don't know, that might be one of those that I buy 25 books just to get the 1 in 25.
I think as I saw it, it was six or seven. The main.
Damn.
Now there's probably going to be like store exclusives.
Exclusives. I'm about to get them all. I must
I
get them
think
all.
they're treating it the same way they did with the Stranger Things crossover. So it's not going to have a lot of main, variants that come with it. It'll probably have like maybe up to an E cover or something. I don't know.
How many? How long were those? Are those crossovers? Like 5 or 6 issues, something like that, or
Yeah, some of them been 4. I think the Street Fighter and Ninja Turtles is 4.
4?
I think Stranger Things was either 5 or 6. I want to say 5 for some reason.
Durs, my brother Durs, man, he's been on the run all weekend. Today he went to his LCS and he did a live walk around. They were having a $10 omnibus sale.
Yeah,
insane.
crazy.
I got a Robotech omnibus of art book of Robotech and an omnibus of the Atomic Age Superman.
Oh, that's cool.
So like the OG original Superman.
Yeah, shout out to Durs for doing that, because most people would have, just crapped that on there, whatnot, and hiked up the prices. No, that was pretty
Right.
good. And him telling the community and not just like secretly or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he got some crazy. He got like first edition Spawn with the slipcover that's like a $500, $700 book.
Shit.
Just some crazy stuff. That and Durs is going to be possibly working for his LCS and during the weekends doing whatnot sales with his LCS's book. He said his LCS in that warehouse has 1 million comics.
I can believe it. Yeah, because guess what? They're hoarders just like us. Because okay, for instance, my LCS, they had I want to say because they had our new comic book row, and then in the actual bookstore, they had about maybe 12 different rows of boxes. Okay, and that's what the public could buy. But they had their basement underneath, and in their basement they had 600 boxes down there, and it was where all the good the silver and gold, and I was like, what the F? And they were just either not selling that and just holding it, or either that or whatnot. What's up, Gary?
Gary Woods?
I hope you're feeling better, man.
Yeah, right.
I haven't
Gary.
heard the update. Let us know.
Prayers going out to you. Everybody say prayers for Gary. He's going through some stuff. Gary. He can tell you if he wants to. But Steve, what's going on? Hip Hops and Me.
What's up, Steve? I love Steve.
Caught their podcast the other day. First time I've caught that on Saturdays. Usually, I think it was 11 o'clock my time, maybe 12 my time. It was over on Nearing Nirvana's channel.
Oh, was Sheena? Was Sheena there?
What? No.
I said, was Gina there? No.
Oh, she might have been. Actually, she might have been
in the chat.
Yeah, in the chat.
That's one word.
I've been on so many dang channels.
yeah.
It's hard to remember. On the PS5, she said.
Yeah, it looked clean. It looked clean.
Yeah, exactly. Fable Pine withdrawals.
Seriously, it's legit. You gotta, you
Kingdom of
gotta.
Nerds. What's going on, Kingdom? Great
What's up,
live
Kingdom of
earlier today.
Nerds?
Giving away some cool stuff. Just talking about a bunch of the new comics coming out. Crazy. What's going on with Crazy?
Hey, crazy.
Appreciate you stopping by. One of the Dynasty Breaks brothers. Woke up early yesterday. I had a comic already, and boy, I still don't feel good. I think he's. Well, that's understandable. He didn't need to be pushing
Yeah.
it.
Nah, we're in all seriousness. I mean, you do your content when you can.
Yeah, paint goes on the door.
Goes on the door. I do a lot of that at work, so I know how that goes.
Okay. Hanging in there. Nice.
Thanks,
Good.
fast.
I'm glad.
Bedazzle.
What's up, Bedazzle? Thanks for coming in. Robin. What's going on, Robin?
What's up, Robin?
Great.
Robin's playing some
Channel that
Fortnite.
does pretty much everything.
Yeah,
Check
she
her
does.
out. Very creative person. I love watching her paint.
Very funny.
Cat fan. Man, I hope you're feeling better.
Right? What's up, Cat?
He's been out of commission for 2 weeks because COVID. It hit him hard.
Yeah, he lost his voice.
That's got to be rough.
Yeah, especially because that's kind of Cat Fan's thing. He needs his voice, man.
I think he's back this week. What's up, Cody? Where'd you get that?
Hey, Cody.
Great channel. Thanks for coming in, Cody.
I never read that.
Fun fact, volunteering to help your shop, write newsletters, run their social media, etc. is a great and fun way to get discounts. I bet.
It is. I did volunteer work at my shop all the time, like during events and stuff. They always need help, like if they run like midnight launches or stuff like that, and they will give you store credit and stuff like that. It's pretty dope.
Thank you, Steve. Try to do Monday show. Sorry for the frog sound, of course. You made a video. Okay, good. Hey, that's all fine. As long as we can understand
People might like
you.
that voice. They might like that. The croaky. You never know.
Right.
I never
Tate
read
Prime.
that.
What's up, Tate?
What's up, Tate?
And Chicago Schultze. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Chicago.
Thanks so much, brother.
I remember.
Can't wait to get that print from you. Hope you're having a good day. All right, we got a few things to 100+ episode podcast. Wow, that's cool.
He did.
That's really cool.
I remember that we used to talk about it back in the day. I thought it was pretty amazing, and that was way before all the COVID and stuff went down. It was pretty cool.
All right, a few people to shout out. First off, we got Sports Cards and Things. Aaron lives in Hawaii. I was on his show, popped on this last Friday night. Usually, it's pretty late, usually 10 to 1 Central Time, I would say. But pretty awesome card ripping channel. Has a bunch of people on. They rip cards, show off what they got for the week. Just a standard hangout. He also rips cards on videos and shorts, different box rips. So check out Aaron over at Sports Cards and Things. And we have Alex Big Blue, one of the comic book brothers. Does comic book hauls, in-depth comic book discussion. Does different poses different questions to the community. Would you buy different books? Which one would you buy? This or that type stuff. But Alex Big Blue, been around for a while. And lastly, Evil's Comics, my co-host. Last night, just got done talking about book 4.5, Wind Through the Keyhole.
Such a good time.
It was a hell of a time. And deciding on what we're going to do next, but also does reviews. If you can go check out some of his previous reviews, he's got hundreds of reviews.
I do.
So
anything
from probably, I don't know, the end of last year and before.
Actually, ironically, like well, all of a sudden a lot like not my normal viewers, like people, because most everybody's kind of watched what they wanted to watch out of the stuff that I have.
Hmm.
No, but like Stray Dogs has gotten a resurrection. Like there's been a lot of people that have been checking that out. Like I want to say there's like 2 or 3 other books from the past couple of years that I like. Berserk. Berserk was another one that like all of a sudden got like a whole bunch of views. Like, hmm,
The Berserk comic.
mhm.
Really, I need to go check that out. Is it just like the show? Is it just like really graphic?
Nah, okay, Berserk. You don't know about Berserk? Come on, that's one
Never
whack
mind. I'm
jokes.
thinking Berserker.
You think of a manga?
Yeah,
No, with Keanu Reeves and Matt Kent.
that's Berserker.
Berserker
Okay.
or Berserk. I mean, it depends on how, because it's spelled funny.
Yeah, I was thinking of the anime.
No, but
What's
that's
up,
that's gained
Rich?
a lot of popularity. What's up, Rich?
Won
Another
one of my
person who got a
giveaways
vote.
last week. I just sent that out. All Marvel books. You should be really happy with that. All the lady toads stopped to listen intently.
Talking about Cat fan's voice. What's
Oh,
up, Chop?
what's up, Chop and Drop? Hope you're doing okay tonight. Hope you had a great weekend. Yeah, I mean, you can't be buying a lot. You were putting out so many shorts. You got to back off a little bit. Help to with your finances too.
It's good to take breaks for many reasons, even though you did it for medical, but still.
Lick the toad,
I
baby.
I, I lick them
I'd
toes,
lick
man.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
give
lick
me them toes.
it.
I like taking trips, you know what I'm saying?
What
Bah!
the else? Bag of board nights, not long because we're sitting around. Oh, nice. That's cool.
I've heard of that. I've never witnessed or, I don't think anybody, but I mean, the shops do a lot of cool stuff like that.
I would imagine it's got to be a pretty large shop.
I actually read that book, The Anarchist, cookbook. Yeah. Well, most of it, not the whole thing. It's kind of.
C-Biz. What's
Thank
going
you.
on? C-Bizzle.
What's up, Seabizzle?
Popping in. We got here. Some shops might like volunteer help on Tuesday nights. Well, yep. I mean, not my shop. They do all that on Fridays.
Don't go look up that. If you don't know what that is, don't go. You get in trouble for looking. It's a book. It's a book full of illegal stuff. So don't.
Oh,
know what
okay.
it is.
I got you.
It's like how to grow this, how to make this,
how to hide this, and
how to build this, and yeah, I mean it's cool, man. It's informative. There is some. There's the. I could say there is a section that if you're interested in that book, there's kind of like a DIY hacks for like vending machines and stuff like that out there. That's kind of cool.
We got a new trailer for Craven. Saw this at the Alien Romulus movie right before the movie. Damn, like the first trailer was, I was like, this kind of looks like a regular Fox, movie. Yeah. And then the second trailer, damn, it looks really good.
I mean, I like the Sony movies. I wouldn't say they're the quality that I want them at for the names behind them, like Venom and Morbius. And I mean, I love those characters, and it sucks that they're in this whole Sony debacle. But to me, and I'm not saying they're the best of movies, heck no, but they're still decent watches, So I am excited for this movie, but as far as like a good movie watch goes, because it does look fun, it looks action packed, and the effects actually look decent, And I do like most of the actors, and like them. I forget this guy's name, but I'm bad with name guys, but yeah, it looks interesting. I mean, the Rhino. Come on, the Rhino looks dope.
Yeah, the Rhino was. I mean, look at him. He's wearing the suit. The Rhino is like 100% comic accurate.
The end of the trailer when he lights that scene right there where he lights the torch and he's just standing in the dark with his costume on. Yeah, it looks dope.
It's
I mean,
like,
I have
to be perfect. It needs to include. They need to have something to do with Spider-Man. They got to have something.
They won't. They can.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
I think they can.
Wait. I'm wrong. Yes, they can at the moment because that Spider-Man currently is on that side of Sony. So if they wanted to, they could. But I'm gonna say they're not, because they had scenes in Morbius where they were tying that to Spider-Man, and they cut most of that out. They left a couple like small Easter eggs, but like as far as like major connections, they cut all that out of Morbius.
This is
And
what kind of intrigued me. I mean, if you didn't know it was based on the comic, you wouldn't think it was.
nah, and that's kind of like, I mean, that's like, certain properties that you don't know. I mean, they're all not knowing the original source. It is fun if they do it right and make a good movie, kind of thing. Craven.
Yeah, he was pretty fit dude.
I will, I'm not. Yeah,
I
I
like
know
the
where
first one.
my
I didn't like the second one at all.
No, I hated the second one. I mean, there's parts of it I do like, but it's just broken from the start. How do you do a movie about Carnage and make it PG or PG-13 or anything under R?
Yeah,
Like, and okay, you don't do it R. That doesn't mean you can't do blood in it. Like, come on! The whole movie, they had one scene that had a drop of blood, and that's the blood that could. After that, like, no, get out of here. Like that they failed on that alone. But okay, that side alone, it was just abysmal. The story was so lackluster. Like the fight scenes. I think the only cool fight scene was the church scene or whatever.
hmm yeah. I mean, it won
I,
me
I
over.
I love movies, so it's more on a hesitation side of it being a good movie, bad movie situation. Not necessarily like, do I think it's going to be true to the comic? No. Do I think it's going to be, I mean, but do I think it will be close? Sure. I mean, we got variants and multiverses running around, so who's to say this isn't another take on Craven? And that's the way
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
kind of
not.
looking.
I mean, I don't care if it's linked to anything else. I just want the references at least to where it's like, you know what I mean? I don't care if anything
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
of it,
yeah.
honestly, but it'd be cool to see something to.
It would. I like the inclusion. I'm down for that too. I prefer
Nowhere's the
that,
word
but
Marvel on the poster. That's cool.
no.
Negative Space Nova, is that your next one? Nice.
I don't know if I've seen that. I gotta go look at it.
Been killing them negative spaces. Yeah, I need to check that out.
I agree, Gary. I agree.
Cletus Cassidy is a serial killer. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, his whole story. He's a serial killer. He kills people, and not just like a couple. I mean, his first introduction, he kills a lot of people. That was one of my favorite Spider-Man stories.
hmm If you know, you know. And then the other one was The Crow. I didn't bring that up, but it lost me. The second
I'm,
trailer on that one, just, I don't
I'm
know. I
like,
wasn't feeling it at all.
I'm gonna watch it because I am a huge Crow fan, but like, it looks just like all the bad ones. Like, I'm not getting the whole point of them trying to do a remake. Like The Crow is structured where you don't have to do sequels and stuff like that. It's based
Right?
on different people that become the Crow. So I don't. For me, that's a fail right there. Why you keep focusing on doing this remake? We got the Crow one. It's good. People still love it. Like, move along. No, but I was hoping it kind of looked like a John Wick-ish, but the more you see of it, it's just like it looks like a bad John Wick. Like that's
Yeah.
what they're going for, but I don't know. And I do, I love. He's one of my favorite actors. I wouldn't say like top favorite actors, but I do like the Skarsgård family, and
It
it's
was
just it.
it was like the trailer was like every scene in the movie that he turns and then like does something. It was like
I did
it
notice
was
that.
very yeah. I was like,
I'm gonna watch it. I don't know if it's gonna be a theater. It might be like a Sail of the Seven Seas kind of thing, because I just I would be taken by surprise if this turns out to be either a mediocre or a good movie. The way the trailers make it look, and it could be that this is just cut bad or just marketed bad.
yeah.
Maybe they. I don't know.
What's up, Birdman?
What's up, Kenny B?
What if they stopped after Alien and Aliens? No,
No,
no.
stop that.
What's up,
What's up, Tony?
Tony? Commieverse. Great discussions today. The topic was favorite arcade games over on the Commieverse. Check him out.
Fantastic.
2 o'clock Central Time on Sundays. Always doing his live stream. Always has great questions to be posed. What's your
I
favorite
agree.
arcade game?
Narrow it down, that's hard, but I can say I want to lean to like Street Fighter, if like, and it doesn't matter which one, but I want to say like that would be either that or Mortal Kombat is like if I go to an arcade and they had because I can put a quarter in Street Fighter and play for hours, like, and that's versus people or the computer, it doesn't matter, but like, I mean, preferably X-Men, Ninja Turtles, the Simpsons game was up there, like those style,
The
like where you could
four
play.
four player games. Those were
And
so
I did,
fun.
and I did have the fortunate where like when I was going, like the X-Men had different cabinets, and so if like your arcade place was fortunate enough, you could play the 8 player, X-Men game versus the
Mhm.
regular 4 player, and we had that, man. X-Men was my jam, man. Um,
Hell yeah.
but
Nightcrawlers, it was real fun to play with.
there's some that a lot of people don't even know about nowadays, and there's some of my favorites with Dragon's Lair and Space Ace. Those
Dude,
style like
Dragon's Lair, one of my favorite
you
games ever.
you talk about a game that like it wasn't until I was an adult I didn't have the opportunity of doing it in the actual arcade. I had to do it off like a like arcade, you know, mod or whatever on a PC. But like it took me forever to beat Dragon's Lair. But you talk about such a like inventive, like fun, and just amazingly drawn. Like
Mhm.
I've been waiting for a damn Dragon's Lair movie forever. Like
Right?
in that style or
And
in a
that's,
live
yeah, in that
action
style, that
style.
80s style, that,
But shit, I
yeah.
could do either or. I could do a live action and still have him dirky and dinky and dying all those times. Hell yeah. Um,
What's up,
I'm trying
Andy?
to. Hey Andy, trying to think. I mean, I do like some of the classics like Asteroids and Pac-Man. Missile Command was a big one that I went to. Centipede was. I could go a long time in Centipede. Um, I want to say Pac-Man. I broke in the game a couple times where I made it to that 99 and hit the re-roll and it freezes the game after a while. I've done that.
The first Crow
Donkey Kong.
soundtrack was the first Crow soundtrack was amazing.
It's one of my
Dude, a
that's one
lot
of
of
my
those
favorite
soundtracks around that
soundtracks.
time.
The Crow is one of my favorite songs. It has one of my all-time favorite songs on the soundtrack, and it's the Crow's theme song, "Burn" by The Cure.
Okay.
Um, no, but okay. So I know Joseph Michaels is like all the other Crows. So I'm in that minority where I like some of the other Crow movies because I like that concept. I love the Crow, but City of Angels, I love City of Angels. It's one of my top Crow movies. Like it's kind of right there, parallel to the first Crow. That it has a great soundtrack. Like I like the difference in story. It's about a father that loses his son versus like a boyfriend girlfriend situation. I just like the differences, because
Gauntlet, baby.
all the other. Oh, I love Gauntlet. That I spent a lot of time on Gauntlet. I okay. So I was actually talking about this today with my Fortnite group. I've been a gamer my whole life, and that's actually a huge thing that I miss from the 80s to the 90s were those style of arcades. And yes, arcades still exist, but not the way we had them back then. Like
Right.
they're more modern, they're more like party games. No, I'm talking about back in the day, you had a room filled with like hundreds of cabinets with all kind of choices of games, from sports games to racing to puzzle games to like even dating simulators. I mean, I remember, but I mean, and it was dark, the lighting was different,
Yep. You didn't know it
like
was on the
it,
ground.
the tokens was like there was an opportunity to get free games, because it was dark and people would drop the tokens or sometimes not notice that they went in the corner. No, I loved arcades. I spent a lot of time as a kid. Like one of my fondest memories, and this is how broke we were growing up, but like one of the fondest memories I have was my stepdad. Like I got to a certain age where I could go to the mall to myself, and there was an arcade in the mall, and like, he gave me $5, and I put it was like a whole handful of quarters, and he just let me go to, and I spent the whole day at the arcade on that $5. I think I had like maybe $1.50 left over to grab a comic or something, but like it just him letting me just go to the mall and play games all day, like yeah, I love. hmm hmm
Hell yeah.
So
Man,
now enough about me.
I remember in
What are
like the
some?
mid, like 94, 95. going to Aladdin's Castle, $10, all play all day. It was just madness in there. You got like a hot dog and a Coke too, or something like that. It was parents would just drop us off. We'd go in there and spend the entire day in there.
Mhm. I don't think, honestly, in the arcade form, there wasn't too many I didn't like. I wasn't a big fan of the Goonies arcade game. There's one called Mappy that was real popular that probably nobody even talks about. It was kind of the same style as Goonies, but it was just like a kind of cross between Donkey Kong and like Mario or something. It was a weird platform, but that most arcades I have like that are strongly known, especially Capcom and stuff like that. I've loved all of them, like Darkstalkers, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Virtual Fighter, Samurai Showdown, King of Fight. But I mean, you're talking about I played like single player stuff too. They were talking about Star Wars. I played the sit down Star Wars that was pixelated. When the Tron one was my favorite. The Tron had that badass handle, and you could do either the tank missions or the light cycle missions. Like those I forget what they're called. They're called like what the style of pixels they use, or like vertical something. But all it was lines and stuff.
Yep.
But
Donkey Kong, that's right. You were talking about Donkey Kong Jr. a bunch. It's the first time that Mario is named by Mario.
Yeah.
Is in Donkey Kong Jr. That's a cool fact that he was talking about.
What's the first game that he physically appeared in?
Donkey Kong.
Nope. It's close. That's probably like what everybody would answer, but he's actually like, because he's in a bunch of games on the original Nintendo release.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tony said that. He was talking about him the whole time. I forget what he said.
Nintendo Golf, baby. And it was released a whole year like way before Donkey Kong, and he was just the announcer in the golf thing. You can play it. Yeah, you could play as Mario. He was also the announcer in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. He was in a lot of like background characters, like when they were still trying to figure out who their mascot was.
Ryan Reynolds, ooh, he'd be pretty good.
Oh,
Dragon's Lair. Joust, that's basic, man.
I like Joust, but Joust, I kind of prefer Joust on console because that was a quarter eater. Like, because anything could kill you in Joust. You could be a good Joust player and like, a wrong move backward on the panel could get you killed. But like, no, Joust on console, it's kind of like Ghosts and Goblins. Ghosts and the Goblins on the arcade, and it just, it was immensely tough. And all Ghosts and Goblins are tough, but oh god.
I'm lucky to have Galloping Ghost 10 minutes away from me. Nice.
The progression of arcades, like in the 90s, we had these Star Wars arcade game, and it just had that handle in the middle, and you actually got to like you got the lightsaber as Luke Skywalker against like Boba Fett and Darth Vader. And then they had the pod racer missions but like a year after that, we got the pod racer like arcade game, and that was fantastic.
Sit down Star Wars game where you're in the dude that was like coming at you.
The Jurassic Park sit down shooter game that's still out there to this day. You can still find it in like Dave and Buster's and stuff because they've remodernized it a couple times. But like that's one of my favorite like arcade shooter games and there's multiple ones now, but like the old one, like the T2 shooter game, that one was fun.
What's up, Kevin? Random Ribs.
Hey, Random Ribs.
Get that hashtag in there. Chance at a duck. I'm actually, part of my announcement, going to make a video for it, but I'm not going to be doing videos anymore. Going to be cutting that out. Too much repetition. I'm just going to do my new comic book day haul on my Wednesday live stream and just have my 2 live streams. And just, that's my favorite part, is just talking to people in the live streams. So kind of repetitive. Just going to cut that out and save some time on my end. And yeah. I always want to have thoughtful replies to everybody's comments on there, and it will save time, save people's time watching it all the time and stuff. Liquor store, nice.
King of Fighters, I love King of Fighters.
Samurai
Samurai Showdown.
Showdown.
Neo Geo is dope. Like all those Neo Geo games, Metal Slug, Samurai Showdown, Bushido. Bushido is, oh man.
Bushido. Mm-hmm.
But King of Fighters is definitely like my top favorite because eventually they crossed over with like Street Fighter and other stuff. So I like the King, and some of my favorite like fighting characters come from King of Fighters.
Line of Quarters, the arcade people. Yeah, they just put
Yep.
it up there. Uh-huh.
Yep. I
The
remember
only time
people
we really
used to
see
like.
that now is, or I see that on a regular basis now, is Pool Hall.
The only time I see that is if I do have a laundromat that still has a couple like old cabinets, and they're like, it's kind of a gimmick because the cabinet, it's just 3 cabinets, but they it's like that thing where they have like hundreds of different arcade games built into the cabinet, but they still
Mm-hmm.
function on quarters, and so you will every now and then you'll see somebody come up and put like a quarter behind yours, so that's kind of cool to see.
The Mortal Kombat tournament with Raiden. Got second place, won $50. Hey man, that's
Yeah, it's
some good
dope.
money back then.
I never did Mortal Kombat. I did Street Fighter tournaments, and I've won good money off that.
What's up, Hector?
What's up, Hector?
Mine, mine, and all my friends was Tekken. That was our fighting game of
I
choice.
Tekken 1 and 2 not so much, but by the time we got to Tekken 3, oh yeah, like that was my jam. Like, but they had perfected it at that point. If you got it on console, you got 2 games because they had the regular Tekken fighting game, and in the background they also had it was like a Tekken RPG game.
Yeah,
Both
they had
both
like
were
the
fantastic.
Survivor game too. Also, Asteroids. Yeah,
I love Asteroids.
catch you when giveaway comes up. Hee comment.
And I know people have mentioned that in
Hector.
the chat. That is one of my favorite book series and movie. I like the movie too, the Ready
Oh
Player
yeah,
One.
you roll the balls. You like get
I
your
love
finger caught in there sometime. You're like, ah.
Yeah, that did happen. I mean, I like the arcades that function on those gimmicks, but if you didn't have those gimmicks, like Atari did it right because they still had the controllers that either had the ball or the spinny thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've owned a bunch of that, and I still do, like Anthology and like Atari collections. They don't play the same with controller. If you don't have that ball or with Centipede and stuff, I mean, you could still be good, but it's just not the same. What's up,
What's
Maritza?
up, Maritza? Appreciate you stopping by. Ben, what's
What's
going
up,
on,
Ben?
Ben Compton? Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Of the Wyatt's playing Lich
What's up,
King.
Kevin?
I see D&D. 2 more horrors and be him.
We haven't mentioned that, but
Nice.
Capcom did a couple D&D games, and I was big on those. Like they had like 3 different like D&D arcade games. I think the first one was like something dragon, like fire dragon. I forget. But
What's up,
those were
budget?
fun. What's up, Budget Rips?
18 entries. Give it another minute or less.
But okay, so no one's like, and I didn't state it either, but the coolest arcade machine that I've ever seen, and I bet you most people have never even seen this because it was very limited. But Sega in the very early 90s, I want to say 92, had tried something unique at the arcade places, and they actually were doing hologram games. And how it was like this box, and the box had like this dome on it.
Oh, dude, I
And
remember
they
that.
and they had like you could pick between like 4 different storylines. There was like a western one, a space, but like it played like a freaking movie, but it was all in holograms. Like you got to pick what the character did, kind of like in Dragon's Lair, and it was all like a story driven, like, oh, you watch the cowboy go this way or whatever, and then it was like, oh, you got to shoot a bad guy. Do you shoot the bad guy or let him live?
Yeah,
No, but
Killer
those
Instinct was it was a
I
next
was
it was like the next level of the fighting
I was
game when that
big.
came
I was
out.
big on
Everybody
Killer Instinct.
loved Killer Instinct.
Killer combo.
I still go back to the other ones, but for a
I
time
like
there,
Ultra.
it was like
I like
everyone was
Ultra.
reigning
I like
supreme.
Killer Instinct. I even played the new one in like 2015s that they
Mm-hmm. What's up,
expunged
server?
it. What's up, Base Server?
Hope you're doing well tonight.
Tempest.
Check out his awesome channel, another Hawaiian brother. Let's see. One joystick, big fucking red button.
Atari, and I hate that. I'm not a big fan of the way the Atari controllers are playing.
Hey, there's Fanboy. What's going on, brother?
What's up, fanboy?
Hope you're
Talk
doing
much.
better.
Yeah, I hope you're doing good.
Been missing you.
big time.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's been MIA. What's up, Russ?
What's up, Ross?
Been showing off
Haven't
some
seen you
awesome
either.
stuff on Instagram. Showed off a Kiss cover of
Yeah, Tempest
Clark
was
and
cool.
Lois. Tempest.
Yeah,
I don't really know who
and
did that one.
kind of like Asteroid, and like a little different. You kind of like it was like you're in like a ship, and the screen was like a circle, and you kind of like went around the circle trying to avoid stuff, but you had to use that like ball to do it. And they're right,
Mhm.
the home console was not. Virtual Fighter was probably my least favorite. I do like Virtual Fighter to an extent, but congrats, Ben.
Ben Compton. Congrats. You got a duck. So yeah, there's 3 videos up for this month. If you want to go comment on those 3 videos, it's gonna be the last 3 videos I do a duck pull from, and then I'm just gonna be pulling ducks from my live streams. So there's only gonna be 8 people every month instead of like 14 on there. A little bit better chance for people to get something from my monthly giveaway. The corner of the screen plays a big role.
Yeah, this is Extra Life. That's how
Mm-hmm.
Parsonsville actually wins.
All right, we got.
I love Ready Player One because it's a big like fanfare homage to not just games but the '80s in general, like music, like because the movies didn't do that. It didn't even go into the music part of it, but there's a big part of the book. He has to like go through like Rush's like library and shit. And the book's more than the music stuff. But go ahead.
What have you watched or read this week?
Me, just I'm still working on season 3 of Umbrella Academy, not the new season.
Oh, season 3. Season 3
Uh,
was kind of the down season, I think, if I remember
it's it,
correctly.
it, it's taken me a little bit to watch. It's good. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it has been like kind of slow, like getting to the eventual like. But no, I mean I've liked it all the way through, but I just couldn't remember what happened. I've watched it. I just like it just kind of like blanked out, and I started the episode 1 of the 4th season, and I was like, man, I do not remember where like how we got to here.
Yeah, you have
Oh
to
yeah,
watch
yeah,
that
yeah.
show pretty. You can't be doing something else because that show's got a lot of hints and dropping different stuff you're supposed to pay attention to for sure.
Yeah,
Or you'd be
Kevin,
like, "What
I love.
happened?" Because it's parallel universes, them like rewriting stuff, and yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, Kevin, I love Ready Player One. Ernest Cline. I've read all his books so far, Armada and the 2 Ready Player Ones. And at first, I was not a big fan of Ready Player Two, but it like by the end of the book, oh, I can't wait for Ready Player Two because they're bringing out the similarity and like they're doing some cool stuff in Ready Player Two if they get the rights to it.
I don't know if I said hi to Alex, Alex Big Blue,
I
or
don't
if
know,
I
but I
missed
know
you.
we shouted you out though, Alex Big
Yeah,
Blue.
got you on the shout out today. Uh, and then the Dark Tower. I mean, you finished reading that,
Mhm.
and that was really cool. It made me very happy that I thought of something that you guys really hadn't thought of before.
Well, that's why I like doing this, because like some of my questions I don't have answers, and I'm hoping maybe some of y'all have thought about that. But I can tell you that like it takes a couple read to catch that. But I don't think this exists with y'all. But like on a reader's own as they read the book, I don't know if they catch everything that first time. Like all
No,
the connections to his books, all the
not
connections
his.
to other
He
books,
has
all the
right.
I mean
He has
I
so
think that.
much little stuff that he puts in his stories that you
Mhm.
kind of have to be watching for.
Main plot, that kind of yes, that's basic. I think anybody will, but all the background, no, that's one of the reasons I wanted to do, you know, that's why a lot of people wanted me to do that show, like Aaron and Nam, and they for like 3 years hounding me about the crap. Come on, man, we
Silo,
got to
man.
do it.
Everybody's talking about Silo.
I haven't read. Yeah, I know Solo's book,
It's
and I've
a
seen the
TV.
show. Yeah, I've
Oh,
seen
you've
the
seen the
show, but
show?
I never. Uh huh. We got the
Is he
first
talking
season.
about the
I
show
think
or
the
the
second.
book, Phil?
Pretty sure he's talking about the book, but I know the show's just as good, kind of thing.
RPO2, not nearly as. Hmm.
Oh, Ready Player Two.
Let me see. Ready Player. Okay.
Okay because there is major things that they change from the movie, like certain people die in the book. Huh?
The
Oh,
tower.
the tower. I thought you were telling me my mic went out. No, but there is things they changed in the book, and usually it's not so big. Like Hunger Games to the movie, they're pretty close. But no, Ready Player One, for some reason they did kind of change some things, especially the ending of the. I didn't even know how they were gonna do the second book, but the beginning of the second book, it's such a downer how it starts out. It's not like no, it's like he slammed Empire Strikes Back in a matter of like 2 chapters, and it just sucks.
What we got here? Fun fact: a novel I pre-ordered 2 years ago is still held up, waiting for Stephen King to write a full.
I did order a
That's
book
pretty
from
funny.
that Cemetery Publishing, because Phil hooked me up on that, because I've been trying to get a Stephen King auto, and he was like, "Oh, they do these gimmicks and deals where you can." So I've been actually waiting to see if they had, because I follow their newsletter and read all. But I did pre-order like it's like a regular book that we have, but it has a fancy like different variant cover to the book, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll grab that."
As
I
far
tell
as
you, it's
me,
good.
I rewatched Furiosa. It's on HBO Max
I
now.
love that movie.
It's pretty
That's
damn
good.
good.
I
Yeah,
watched it twice
it's.
now.
I think I like it more than the last one,
I like
Fury
both of them. I,
Road.
I like both of them, but I want to say I like the first one a little more. Like I like the whole like how everybody was coming. But I mean, I don't know. Is it? I just like both of them. Like I love George Miller's movies. Like that. I mean,
Right.
he just has an eye for cinematography.
Just a fun action movie.
Hmm. But good acting though. No, it's another franchise that I love the lore of it. I'd like that's another like I played the Mad
Hmm.
Max video games, and like there's certain franchises that go all out where I'll read the books, and because the lore that could be there is the promise. And if they do, like, it's like Star Wars. Like Star Wars wouldn't been as cool if it probably just got the first 3 movies and none of the other books or cartoon shows or then there's lore you can build on it, kind of thing. Mad
World
Max is
building.
dope.
Yep. Still watching Kite Man. Not quite done with it yet, but hilarious. Got a lot of Bane. He's my favorite character.
I love Bane.
Oh yeah.
Kai Man's good, but I want to say to me it's funny, but it's not as funny as Harley. I think Harley's a little bit more funnier, but I think the reason is that they just play more off the DC universe, and like with Batman and Nightwing's butt. I think
Yeah.
it's something like that. This one they're just kind of like going off of like Kite Man's failures, and then like kind of Bane, and then that's pretty much.
Hmm.
But it's a good show though.
Fury Road 9, Furiosa 8.5. Those are solid. I could agree with that. Somewhere around
Yeah,
those
it's
lines.
somewhere around those, because I don't know how many times I've seen Fury Road and the game that goes with it. I love that game. Like I just no, it's they're fun, engaging.
Funny.
I'm watching Kai Man. I actually started before Trip now.
Yeah, didn't you finish it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched it
And
like
then
all
Alien
they
Romulus.
yeah, go ahead. I want to hear this.
Yeah, I took my mom for her birthday. She jumped a good 5, 6 times in her seat. Um, a lot like the first Alien, just a lot of suspense. Then they did a couple different things that have never been done in the Aliens. They mixed the human DNA with the alien DNA.
Well, they done that.
So that was cool. And then there was a zero gravity scene.
Yeah, I want to see the Zero Grab, but they have done the human and the alien. That was part 4, Alien Resurrection.
Did
That's
they?
how we got. Yeah, that's how we got the whole like Sigourney Weaver / like alien hybrid thing.
It's
And
different though. This is like a mix between an engineer and an alien
okay, that I don't know. That we haven't got.
from Prometheus.
Yeah, that we haven't got.
Yeah, it's like a
Well,
so maybe something happened that I didn't realize happened. Maybe it's she just put that DNA in there.
hmm, I did. I'm a huge Xeno. That one of my first passions is aliens, like aliens in the Predator universe. That's one of the first connected universes that I came across, and I love
Oh
that.
yeah,
But
especially with the genres you like. There's not many. I mean, there is as far as slashers, but as far as that kind of genre, there's not many horror
that connect, yeah.
franchises.
And I like that. I envision my horror world like Michael Myers and Freddy, and that they're all in the same world. Like, like I've been waiting for a sequel to Freddy versus Jason. And we were supposed to get like a Michael Myers versus Leatherface versus. I still want that. No, but I'm super excited for this movie. I think I get to see it on Tuesday. I think that's when I get to go see it.
Solid 9 out of 10. I mean, man, that
Yeah,
Deadpool.
9 out of 10.
There's been some great movies lately. -1 just came out on what was that? Amazon Prime, I think. One of those streaming sites. And that's just some great movies this year for sure.
Wow, there's another movie that's gotten a lot of talk lately for being like abysmal bad, and that's John Cena and Aquafina's new movie Jackpot. Like they said, like John Cena in the movie is fire, but then like everybody's commenting and saying like Aquafina is horrible, like she just looks tired, like she doesn't want to do the movie. But it's kind of like Borderlands, where it's gotten like I think it has a 3% like Rotten Tomato score.
What's the movie about?
I saw a preview, but I can't remember. It's one that I love John Cena, and I'll watch it for that. And I do like Aquafina. And she, a little side note, she is kind of connected to our comic community, and not for being in the Marvel universe. Like
she wrote a book, right?
Dad and Dan Comics used to date her back in the day. Like,
really?
Yeah. And there's some stories out there. No, but like but as far as I remember, I can't remember what the effing movie's about. Like, it was one of those trailers I saw, and I was like, yeah, man, I'll watch it, but like I had no interest or anything.
You didn't like Schwarzenegger? Wow.
I love Schwarzenegger. That first Predator one. But see, okay, that's another one where I'm weird. I was telling Trev, like, my Alien ranking is it's the same as most people. Alien 1 or 2. I love Alien 2 for Aliens first, and then Alien. But Alien 3 is high up my list, and it's because they did unique stuff. It's the movie where they went strictly back to the horror. They went away from the whole war vibe. Like, I like that, and I do like David Lynch movies. Okay, so Predator. I kind of like Predator 2 a little more than Predator 1. I'm not knocking Predator 1. Predator 1 is like a 9. But the fact that it's Danny Glover, like a regular like dude fighting the Predator, kind of like that ranks it up. The only thing that brings it down a little for me is Gary Busey. I'm not like, I mean, if you don't know who Gary Busey is, but like in Predator 2, we got to see like new weapons, and like that's when we learned he could heal himself. Like, now, I mean, there was some cool stuff in the second one.
If someone kills her in 24 hours, they keep the money. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it's not face huggers, it's face fuggers.
Fuckers, yeah, because they had.
Yeah, because then they got the. Just like, I mean, wow. Okay.
I mean, you know how a face hugger works. They impregnate people, so you got to figure that they're sticking something down there. I mean, and plus that they keep people alive for like a couple days while they're impregnated. So I mean, they probably got a couple things in you. That's how, to me, that's the Xenomorphs. Like, they've never really scared me. It's always been the face huggers. Like, that scares me. Like, I mean, not only do they have the acid blood, but then they got the tail. Like, once they get the tail wrapped around you, it's pretty much like a done deal like thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the latest one was.
Yeah, Prey was really good. Both franchises. I like all the movies that are in the main franchise. Yes, there's some gimmicky ones, like Alien Resurrection is one of my least favorite, but I still love the movie. But like in Predator, I mean, I like Predators and Predator. I think they got weird with the names, but like, no, the ones that I don't like are the ones that I was most excited about, and that's Alien versus Predator. I mean, those two movies, they're okay, but like what they could have been. I mean, and you're talking about, by that time we already had a comic, we had 3 games. We had like in different stories they could have done, and they gave us that weird, like, no, that was horrible, like, and not just the effects, but those are bad movies. I don't, people call Borderlands and this Jackpot movie. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna watch Jackpot and I'm gonna be like, it was okay, it wasn't as horrible as everybody's saying, but like, no, Alien vs Predator, that movie, like,
One
I
of
remember
them,
seeing
I
it in
loved one
theaters.
of them. Was it
It's the second
Requiem?
one,
Maybe.
Requiem.
Okay, that's the
Yeah,
one where they're in
Requiem
the
was a little better.
where they're
And
down
Requiem,
in the pyramid.
it's both of them.
Oh, okay.
It could be either one, because technically the first one's in the snow, and they find out there's like a temple at the bottom of the snow, and that one's about like the girl like being the champion. She
Right.
wears like the alien like shield and a staff, and she does show up.
Maybe
in
I liked
Requiem
both
for a
of them.
second. I mean, they're both okay, but as far as like all the movies that are out there, they're my least favorite. Yeah, Prey was dope.
I didn't like that they had to combine them. I thought that was kind of cheesy, but you figured it was going to happen.
I mean, I wish we would have got the story that it was in the comics. It was just like some like it was our government. Well, the government is there, but like they just sent colonial marines out to this planet to like wipe out the day, and it's just them stepping into a big war between aliens versus predator, and they hadn't realized that. And then you follow these marines trying to get the F out of there, and some of the marines end up joining the side with the predator, and they end up fighting. And no, I wish we would have got that movie. I can understand that they couldn't have done that because of like, I mean, on the planet there's like billions of xenomorphs and there's like millions of predators, so I can understand like cinematography wise they might not have been able to do that. What's up, Bobby?
What's up, Bobby? Coming in. Appreciate you. Patrick Mahomes behind the back pass, baby. It has begun. Season 2 weeks to go.
I do like
Starship Troopers,
but that is not the name. That's a different type of bug movie.
Yeah, that's a bug movie. That's not an alien movie.
Well, xenomorphs are bugs too. They're titled as, but that's what the humans call them.
A few things I got this last week that I'm gonna highlight. I got this Beetlejuice.
Game over, man. I know a lot of people were pissed at that. They couldn't get it. I got a good friend. Yeah, they pre-ordered them, and then they from multiple stores, and they didn't get them. Yeah, that's the one she wanted right there. That Maria
Dan
Wolf.
Hip.
Awesome. Oh, Dan Hip. That's who it is. I'm sorry, I said Maria Wolf.
Picked up this Jenny Frison, really patriotic, hand over heart. Awesome 4th of July
that was a good
cover.
Series. Undiscovered Country.
Really? Mm-hmm. Got J. Scott Campbell, X-Men 2.
Magic.
Gonna have to be forced to buying all those because he's doing every cover. My slab for the month, Dr. Afford, 1 in 25, Terry Dodson.
Your favorite character.
Yep.
I love
buy Dr. Afford slab every month, once a month. And then went in there on, was it Friday? And they had more 50-cent books, and he's been selling them on claim sales on Facebook. So I started digging through. I'm like, I better see if there's anything new. I found Godzilla #1.
Holy schmaggles.
For 50 cents. It's not the best condition, it's got some ticks.
Shit, I take it.
It had a folded corner. It has a $70 price tag on it. Somebody wanted 70 at one point. That was awesome. Found Alf #1.
I have that in my other collection. I love Alf.
Thought that was cool. This last sold $90. Natalie Sanders.
I can believe it.
Harley #1. I was real surprised by that. A few other ones. We got this Deep Space Nine hologram cover.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't know if I've seen a full hologram cover.
Right? I don't think I have either. Not just straight. I've seen, hologram with embossed and stuff like that at the same time.
Katsuki.
We got some Rob Liefeld Mission Impossible #1.
I'm trying. That's there's something special about that book. I forget. Like I think there's like I think it can be really expensive. I think there's like something
There's
in the
like some
book that
variant
they,
on it.
yeah, there's an error or something. I can't remember what it is.
Yes, sir. 50 cents. 50 cent. Some great
Hell of
stuff.
a
Grabbed a couple. These are like $10 books. DC versus Marvel, number 3 and 4.
Yeah, they're about to do a big Omni, so those are about to
I
they're
actually
about
just
to get
ordered that
big.
on
Okay,
FOC. It has all the DC versus Marvel stuff all together, all the amalgam stuff.
Mm,
This was cool. Homies, number 1.
I have that. I'm a big Homie fan.
I know Bobby's a big homie fan.
I have
This
that
is
whole series actually.
Mighty Thor 700 lenticular cover.
Particular, it's cool with Death. All right, Jim Starlin. All right.
Just some really fried pie variant of Black Panther, World of Wakanda.
Yeah.
And a shitload more. Lock and Key, number 1. I know they got really big.
Dang, I would want that.
Were you the one that was talking about that? I think
That's Stephen King's son, bro.
we got a bunch of Houses of Secret of the Haunted House, House of Mystery, Ghost. Just a bunch of different Bronze and Silver Age goodness.
That's what the story is. Chicago got it. It said Tom Cruise looked too much like a girl, so he had it pulled. That's what it was. It was like I think it's a book that didn't officially make it to like, all the shops for sale or something like that because Tom Cruise pulled it. Like there is a story that goes behind that book. And I think I heard the story from Rob Liefeld himself. So I'm like, yeah, me too. I've never seen it.
Yeah, you need to.
I think it was one. I think it's 120 or 150 take for that Omni. How much?
It wasn't too much. It was like, I want to say $60.
Mm,
I want to say $59.99.
that's not bad at all. It's normal.
It's like both of the 2 4-part series and then all the amalgams. I'm pretty sure.
Chicago said, "Girl lips for real. Look at it."
Tina's like, it's not Superman. Those are awesome. Tired of seeing the same shit. Thanks, Bobby.
I can get by that.
Girl lips. That's hilarious.
He said, "Make sure you look at it. Open that Mission Impossible book. Look for them girl lips." I hope to see some shorts.
And then books this week, I read Falling in Love on the Path to Hell, number 3. Finally, shit starts to hit the fan. They're fighting all these demons every night. They recover during the day, bury the dead, scavenge their body for anything they can use, and then wait for the next night to come upon them. The McCraith, the gunslinger, just like has enough and starts to walk away. And they try to teach him a lesson. You can't walk away. So they try to abuse him. Let's say that, if you get what I'm meaning. They beat him up and then, try to abuse him. And she comes to his rescue, saves him. So they kind of have a bond and sleep together for the first time. So
she
really
abuses him. Oh, I got you.
Yeah. No, she takes care of him. And then Geiger, number 5 or 6, number 5. Yeah. Finally gets his dog back. He's fighting the electrician, I think is his name. He's like basically like the Shocker.
Good job.
And drains him of his powers, so he can't power up or anything. He's just in his human form. He gets the crap beat out of him.
Nuclear.
Mm-mm. And just a really cool fight scene. Rescues his pooch, his 2-headed pooch.
That was
cool.
I'm only caught
Showed the president, and he looked like the negative man from Doom Patrol. He's all like bandaged up and shit. So I don't know these characters, but he's the president, and they're like, he's the one that put out the hit on Geiger. So they have all these assassins going after him.
I've liked all the characters. Remember in the beginning of Geiger, we had all the they showed the map of all the different where all the bad guys were.
Yes, it's so awesome because at the very end, I love they do this.
They all have gimmicks and stuff. Yeah,
the president, and he's got some.
Oh, that's cool.
some guy working for him. But yeah, at the very end, they always go, boom, there's the electrician, and it says deceased now.
Mm.
But it's got all
Yeah,
his
give you the
stats and
factual
everything.
page. Yeah, like a
That's really
stat
sick.
page.
And then, of course, next week or 2 weeks from now, we got Hyde.
That's true.
Oh,
I'm
no,
gonna read it.
October. So it's a month later than I thought. But, and then, of course, it always has the unnamed universe, kind of gives you an idea where everything lies on the timeline. But present day is First Ghost. They haven't even introduced that yet. What was really cool though, I thought this was awesome. They were talking about who they sent to go kill him, and one of the people that they sent was Junkyard Joe, and one of them is Simon. Simon, what's his name? Redcoat.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
connected.
so they're actually, I think, probably the first sign of like the real connection between all these.
Like who's sending,
Yeah, the president, which I don't even know who he is.
so he's gonna be the main bad guy because they're all sending these heroes. The heroes are banding up together, jumping through
Right.
time.
And the guy next to him looks like the Hellboy villain that was the German, he's like he's all
The
steampunk or
clockwork.
something.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
clockwork guy with the sand. I love him. Oh my god, he's one of my favorite villains.
So
Um,
man, this is definitely my favorite universe.
so I'm
All
gonna
the
ask
books
you a
have been.
question. If it takes all those heroes with those dope of powers, like a dude that dies and comes back, you know, um,
Well,
Geiger.
apparently they said that Joe failed. So I guess in the other Geiger, the first volume of
Yeah, he
Geiger,
does.
did
They do.
he met Junkyard Joe and
Yeah, I think the last two issues of the first series, I don't remember how he shows up. He just shows up and they do start fighting, but throughout, it's like one of those like heroes versus heroes fight. He does realize that he's a good guy kind of thing, and they kind of team up. And I'm forgetting what happened to Joe at that point, but that's when we got the whole Junkyard Joe series. But all that's like a prequel, like it
right?
was before the events.
See you, Tate and Chop. Appreciate you guys. And that's all from my showing off. Just got some covers to show real quick. I know a lot of people are into the Epitaphs from the Abyss #2. Got a scary. That's a Liber Mayo. So great covers.
Mhm. I
I feel
read
like
the
all the
first
kids
issue.
are like crazy looking.
I wasn't really
Like the
impressed.
clown's like, what the hell? That's hilarious. The clown is the one that's scared because all the
Right.
kids are like
It's
demon
the
children.
it's the opposite reaction to the clown.
That looks great. Not too much DC this week. We got Wolverine
Yeah, sure.
Revenge.
Yeah, I've heard a couple good
DNA.
things about this. And it's got some dope covers.
Mm-hmm. There's a Art Germ.
Yeah,
That's the one I'm picking up.
I think I saw Scotty too.
Oh, I did not see a Scotty. I need to
Mhm.
go back and look now. I know people are really into this Venom War. Thought this was a cool cover. It's classic, evil looking Venom and Carnage on there.
I do like the art. I have no idea what the story is about though, but
Yeah, me neither.
might read it. I don't know.
But one of the coolest covers. Almost ordered this 9.8. I could have ordered it $79.99. 9.8 graded. It's got the Scotty Young Predator versus Black Panther.
That's cool.
Infrared. Pretty
Yeah, that's
cool,
cool.
unique thing I've not seen before.
That's gonna be a great read, man. Black Panther versus Predator. Like hell yeah. I'm not
Right?
even a huge Black Panther fan, but just the way he operates and the way Predator, man, that's gonna be. I'm excited for that.
Ooh. Avengers 21, 30, 32, and 44 for $40.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a steal.
Great job on that. See you, Steve.
Nice, Steve.
The voice. Appreciate you, bud. Have a great vacation. I'll see you through the week. Eddie, what's going on, Eddie?
What's up, Eddie?
Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. Collector P, what's going on,
What's up,
brother?
Collector P?
Thanks, you guys. Yeah, that Scotty is dope. We got a few more to show off. Got the second printing. It's reverse of the last negative space. So the last one was white background. This has got black in the background.
That's cool.
Second printing, Kid Venom. Definitely going to grab that. We got Destro, number 3. Thankfully, these are only 5-issue series because I'm probably going to jump off the Energon universe when these miniseries finish.
Yeah, I kind of lost interest. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Avoid Rivals, but I went back and read Duke and Scarlet.
And we got Redcoat, number 5. Pretty cool. Continuing the Redcoat. And Rook Exodus. Got a couple different printings. We got, oh shit, what's her name?
I don't remember. She's the leader of the Wolves.
Yeah, Direwolf. Duh.
Yeah, Dire.
You got a Direwolf character variant for the second printing of number 2. I'm just kind of being a cover whore on all the Ghost Machine stuff. And number 3 with Ursa.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta say this book, Rook Exodus, has the most beautiful interiors I've seen in a while.
Yeah,
like he's like, oh yeah, here's some background, here's some shit happening way in the background. You're like, why? Yeah. You didn't need to put that, but it's like it's just amazing.
It flows really well too, the way it's structured and everything. It's not, it is wordy, but it reads really fast. Mm-hmm. Void Rivals has been the only one that's actually like kind of kept my interest, but like to a slight degree.
That's all I have. Anything you want to shout out before we sign off?
Not really. I mean, the Dark Tower thing is kind of like not in a hiatus where we're gearing up for the next part of it, but it looks like we're going to do the comic route, which I'm excited for. The comic route. The comic's fun. It's more because there is different stuff in the art part of the comic, right? But I'm more excited for the story part because the stories parts they add story to the books. They add story to like prequel stuff. They add story like there's a lot of stuff about Arthur Eld and like how the guns came to be, how that even became a thing. What's up, Cliff?
That's gonna be fun. Cliff, what's going on, bro?
I know Cliff is hated.
Safe drive home from.
He's hate. Have you heard the news yet? He's hating the community right now.
Cliff?
We're supposed to be against Cliff because Cliff is against sticker people. You haven't seen that, man.
Oh, Cliff.
Okay, if y'all haven't,
it's because Cliff owes me a sticker. He's owed me a sticker for about 6 months now.
Make sure y'all go check out Whack Comics. Okay, don't tell Cliff, but make sure you go watch Whack Comics, and he's got a full they did a whole like interview style mystery and it just lays the truth out on Cliff. So you gotta go watch that Whack Comics video, and you'll learn. Yeah, we're supposed to be hating on Cliff though, but hey, Cliff, how you doing?
Damn it, Cliff! I don't want to be hating on you.
I can't.
But if you're anti-sticker people, I'm gonna hate on you.
That's too good, man.
Yeah, you do owe me a sticker. Maybe some of that shorts money. Order some stickers. Oh, hologram and regular. That's right. You did get them. That's right.
I need to get some stickers, man. I keep saying that. Like 4 years
That's
later.
Pretty much it, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and Mike tonight and participating. Hope you have a great week. Love all y'all. And as always, Matt Woods.
Matt Woods.